ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Agents of Calamity. I am Flash Attack Jack, Crypto Creep. And I'm not alone.
I'm Wansong. Feeling good today, try to be positive, not committing social suicide and hanging myself. So there's that. And we're going to talk about some hefty, deep buildings underground and other stuff probably, like spears falling out of the sky. That's alien technology. But yes, this is Agents of Calamity, and I have not been on set for a while.
What happened to him, guys? What do you
Life.
think? Life's been fucking...
Midlife.
Life's been fucking my dude up.
Karmic lessons. I think I died during COVID, and I'm reaping all my lessons.
Well, that be fucking... Is this your hell? This last couple of months or whatever?
Years, it feels like, dude.
I'm always in hell, dude. I probably have it coming, though.
But I've just tried not to speak it into existence, just let it happen. So.
Yes, fuck. Fuck
and
me blind.
Yeah, fuck me blind like I'm in a sex swing. With a mask on. And a paddle that says, F Frankie.
No one likes you, Frank. Go home.
Go home.
Take your ball.
Go. Fly away. Fly.
Poor Frank, dude. It's not funny, though. You have friends and they worry about you, man.
People should not worry. We're human beings. I get it. We care, but we're humans at the end of the day.
Right, but like you're usually a happy, chipper guy.
I call it I call it the Robin Williams syndrome.
Oh, wait, that's not good, though.
No, it's not good, but if we're being honest, I'm being honest.
He pretended to be happy about
I know, right?
And then fucking killed himself. Well, he got real sick, I guess, right?
I thought he killed himself.
Yeah, but he was like...
I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself, but I'm just saying...
How do we know that?
This is Robin Williams syndrome. That's going to be a thing in 20 years.
I think he had, like, fucking Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, and he was, like forgetting his own family.
Yeah, all his escapism. He did a lot of escapism and mentally caught up to him. Those Neuralinks weren't charging.
Well, if anyone had one, he might have been.
I don't know.
That's fucking Mork from Ork, buddy.
That is the creator of Flubber.
Flubber, he invented stuff, dude.
Dude, that is Miss Doubtfire. Trans before... no. Drag queens no. That was RV.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah.
Dude. Cross country love.
Motherfucking Hook and Jumanji.
That's right. Oh, Hook, dude. Hook is one of his best jams, dude.
Maybe.
You don't like Hook, man?
He had that Filipino actor acting that played Rufio.
Rufio was the best part of it.
Yeah, and he was like, we would go back centuries. Our families probably crossed paths. I'm pretty sure he's Ilocano. He's from North Ilocos in the Philippines.
I don't know what these magic words mean.
Magic, yeah, that's why he had like red fucking money piece locks in his black hair as he's skating with his little raft on the ramp.
Had the coolest sword. Peter Pan's sword, but he had it because he was the Pan then.
He was the Lost Boy.
Yeah, and
not the cool Lost Boys either. Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland. Oh yeah, the vampire Lost Boys. Oh hell yeah, dude.
What was that? The Frogmen or the Frog Boy?
The Frog Brothers.
The Frog Brothers.
They ran the comic books out.
Yep.
And they treated the comics like it was actual instructions. That movie was so cool.
That is one of my favorite movies.
That is one of my favorite movies, dog. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I love that jam. But in Rufio, speaking of Rufio, don't you find it kind of fucked up that they killed him? I like the end of it.
Yeah.
Of all the dumbass Lost Boys that could have been got by Captain Hook, you kill the coolest fucking one?
He was like the oldest though, minus Robin Williams, Peter Pan. Right, wasn't he? Because all the other Lost Boys were little fucking kids.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever hear the theory about that theory? It's actually in the original book. Like,
I've never read the books, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, the pirates, you don't stay young forever when you're in Never Neverland. The only one that does that is Peter Pan.
Right. So why was Rufio older? Was he a pirate?
That's what they're saying. They're saying the Lost Boys eventually grow up, and when they grow up, they become the pirates.
That checks out and tracks, but
And in the book, Peter Pan would call the Lost Boy tribe when they got too old to be a lost boy, because you needed the imagination. Once you got past that whole imagination shit, you were executed by. This is the books, not the movie, But that's kind of fucking dark if you think about it.
well, a lot of those stories are dark.
Yeah, I think it was from the 1800s, or maybe even before.
Why is it does Disney turn dark fairy tales into happy pieces?
All fairy tales are dark in originality.
I know, but so why Disney change it?
Because they want to make it because the tales are good except the extent of the tale. You heard of the Brothers Grimm, right?
Right.
The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
They literally went around collecting the authentic versions of fairy tales, and you can identify them. They may not be called the same thing that we know them as, but you can be like, oh, this is Rapunzel, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Disney calls it Tangled.
What is Tangled? I don't even know what that is.
Rapunzel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, they switched the name of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you would know that. In our time, though, we're like 80s kids or whatever. So, like, I don't think they really gave a fuck about what they showed us. You know what I mean?
Man, 80s kids.
Yeah, they just go deal with it. Nothing to worry about out there. Come back home when the street lights are on.
Adults were so
Were they adults?
carefree and irresponsible in the
They were
80s.
teenagers.
And look at the kids they created. Look at our generation, man. We are the product of those 80s parents.
Do you think we did bad? Do you think we fucked up?
I think we're just... Most of our generation is really pessimistic.
But is that because
Like
of our...
0 F's given.
Yeah, but I love my childhood.
Yeah, I love mine too. I was a latchkey kid at 5. It talked about on an episode many, many, many moons ago on Andor, so...
Okay. But I think my adulthood sucks a million times worse than my childhood did.
Yeah.
So we can't blame
You
that.
can't say it sucks.
Well, no, but compared to, like, I have fond memories of when
Yeah, I have a lot of memories as
When
an
I was
80s kid. Dang.
going out in the woods, building fucking forts and shit.
Dude.
For what reason? Don't know.
Did that in the 90s still.
True. Well, how old? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably did.
We did. Well, I did.
Early 90s or whatever.
I was doing it before. I was doing it in middle school.
Yeah. It was like we innately knew time to make a fort.
Yeah.
like, this is our headquarters.
Yeah, and you had to make the coolest fort, weave branches together, lay leaves correctly, and we would always steal someone's parents' like grass broom so we could broom out the inside of the fort to make it nice.
I don't know if you guys had Fort Wars, but there was like I grew up in West Mountain as that age, and there was different blocks of like kids or whatever, and like each block had their own because the forest was right behind it, and they would have their forts hidden. You know what I mean? And then like once a month, you were allowed to go track down the fort, and like the war would be like you got to destroy the other guy's fort. Not be caught. So you had to plan it, when to do it, and all that. And the objective was to keep your fort secret.
Yeah, see, I did that too, except I didn't chill with the kids on my block. I chilled with kids a couple blocks down. They were cooler.
I had one kid, my best friend Andy. He lived on the corner. I guess it would technically be the next block, but for the amount of kids on this block, it didn't matter. I had this other kid, Matthew. His I forget what religion they are, but they would do like mission work. You know what I mean? They would come to one area for like 2 years and then, move.
Like the pretty blonde missionary girls that walk around Lewisburg to give you a little
I've not
card
seen
with
these
Jesus and tell you to come to their church
I've
in
not seen
Northumberland.
Is this true?
Yeah.
What? That's fucking weird.
The back of it says, "Come unto Christ."
CUM?
Come unto Christ.
That'd be fucking wild.
It would. But these look, oh man. They're like Latter-day Saint kinds.
Okay, I've met a lot of them.
So they're essentially a Mormon, right?
Yeah, essentially. Not the exact...
So these girls or ladies were someone's wives, probably.
Already promised.
Promise, yeah. So that's why they're walking around town handing out their cards.
I remember this girl used to come by. She was one of those Latter-day Saint people. And I would debate religion with her like all the time. And she was probably like 5 years old. You know, I'm just like dumbass fucking little crush thing or whatever. Because we got along. And then like one time she brought over her fiance. And I'm sitting there thinking like, what? Your fiance? And this dude was like fucking 20 years older than fucking both of us. I'm like, this can't be real. Like, my parents used to say, stay away from them. They're a cult.
Well, aren't most religions a cult?
Well, I think so now, looking back on it.
Yeah.
Even being smarter. Wow, you got me thinking about my fucking childhood fort, dude.
How did you guys design your forts?
We built it around, like, the natural... like the ways that we never used nails and shit.
Rhododendron bushes. That's what we like to build our forts around.
We would have vines and we would like cut them and twist them for rope. We would twist like all this
kind of
shit.
like My Side of the Mountain shit. Do you remember that book?
I do remember that book.
We using the weeping willow branches to make fishing lines and carving hooks and
we
stuff.
would use it to make rope.
Yeah.
We would use it to make rope. And the willow reeds from the creek.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dude, but that whole patch of woods back there, that was like some Winnie the Pooh shit. Like,
No, I bet you're talking about back there with the tunnel, right?
No.
Isn't there like a tunnel? It's a small drainage tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
That thing in the woods back behind it there, right by the overpass.
Yep.
And there's like the trail that goes along back right before the on-ramp.
Yep.
Yeah.
That whole fucking area, dude. That whole fucking area. It was all woods back then, dude.
That'd been cool as hell to see.
Mm-hmm. But we had a part, like, back then, like I said, our parents were more trustworthy, so they were like, we'd get up.
Now kids can't do that. Oh, there's ticks, there's poison, there's this, there's
dude,
that, there's snakes, there's spiders.
Yeah. But our thing was like, because our parents probably all had jobs, you know what I mean? Mine did.
Mine did.
Yeah, and like they got up in the morning and their only rule really was like get back by the lights. When the lights come on the street,
or ring us from the other landline if you're going to be a little later if you're having dinner over there.
Yeah, whatever. And there'd be like a crew of us, you know what I mean? A crew of us, and let us go. The only time we ever had a fucking problem is like we tried to pick up a sewer grate once and it dropped on my brother's hand. And he had to get like 4 or 5 stitches.
I'm going to pause you there because I keep looking at the screen. Did you fucking paint this?
No, my friend, Max Benzini, shout out Max, painted it based on a short, well, it's a novel I'm working on. I've been working on it forever, but...
That's really for it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you painted it with all your art supplies.
No.
I was going to be like, what kind of like talent are you sleeping on and hiding?
No, I'm fucking... That's a complete paint job, actually. So... That's the character Poet in my story.
I would have kept shading. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I appreciate his effort and all that.
I would have came with some more highlights and more midtones to make this pop out more.
I would like to see some of your artwork. Do you still do artwork?
I need to be inspired, bro.
Oh, really?
Just like photography. I should do all of that.
Don't you have to make yourself at times do it regardless of your inspiration?
Yeah, but I think I need more inspiration because once you have inspiration, you can find all the time to create.
That's what I'm saying. You've had it before, so why can't you just drill into that moment and be like, okay, This is
I've
me
like
right now.
disassociated from it and detached from it.
Why? Is it lack of doing it, repetition, or
No,
is
it's
it a
not
genuine
that.
not
I
wanting?
could open up your paints, go sit at your kitchen table, and crank that painting out by just looking at it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want that painting.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'd
I'm
want
just saying. There's
your version of it.
no rep. Yeah, I'd put my spin on it, but it's not a matter of not doing it in repetition. It's just the want to do it.
Well, because I related to like me reading. I read a lot. You know what I mean? But if I stop for like a week, it's gonna be fucking 4 or 5 weeks before I start reading again. That's just how I am.
See, like that would be like competitive for me. You know what I mean? I've lost a lot of my creation came from a competitive nature.
Well, like you would see something and then want to make it better than the thing
Yeah.
that inspired you to
Right.
do it.
Yeah, like
Wow.
an ego thing.
That's ego and competitive. That's good though.
No, that I if an artist tells you none of those two things are involved in the creative process, they're lying to you.
Yeah, they gotta be.
They're lying to
They
you,
gotta
bro.
be. Cause like when you do art, you
Because I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I can paint that, but you heard me when I first pulled it over. I'm like, oh, it needs this or this, that. You know what I mean? That was like that.
your critique.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
critique of like, yeah, that's what
You
I
heard that,
do.
Max? He says he can fucking do a better one, dude. No offense.
I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying that's how
He watches.
Yeah, I love that though. Kudos to you. But I was just saying I'd come across with more different shades and make it pop a little more.
In all fairness, he started that when I was just starting the part with these guys in it.
Yeah.
And I had to give him a loose fucking explanation of, you know what I mean? And then like
Actually, I might have some sketches of some character drawings for your book too, because I remember like probably a decade ago you said, "You know any artists or whatever?" Then
Probably.
you let me read some of it and you explained it. Then one night I was just really like greened out and I got my drawing pencils and sketched some things.
That's
They're
awesome.
somewhere.
I have I have like 6 variations to the story, and I keep like one day I'm gonna have to put it all together. But currently, I just haven't. Like I'll get on a tangent, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah, but core memory unlock there. I'm pretty sure I even scanned them in to take them into Illustrator to do line work, then export that to Photoshop to color with my tablet.
Oh, you got one of them?
Back in the day, I did.
That's wild. Like the only kind of art I really do is I try to.
Acrylics are my jam. I like oil, but the drying process, the oil painting, it's just a pain in the ass.
Is it bad?
To do an oil painting, you're taking way longer, but you're blending stuff at a greater capacity.
I have a bunch of material for that acrylic paints and
Yeah, acrylics is fun too. You can water down acrylics to make them look like a gouache, which is like the more high-end watercolors.
okay.
You probably see that when you look for watercolor paints.
Well, I have a bunch of those too. They're like all stashed around here. I have like a thing of 48 colors out here sitting. Kathy uses them to paint like her arts and crafts sometimes. And
We'll
I'm like,
figure the math out on that. 40. How would it be 48 times 48?
what different blends?
So 48 times 48. Then would you times that against 48 again? Or what would be the formula? Because
To do what? The different blending of the
yeah,
paint?
you get stacks of different colors. What 48 colors? You get thousands of different colors.
I barely know the basic
But I'm saying,
five.
if you really think about it, you get
Yeah.
thousands of different colors from that 48.
Yeah.
Or
They're like-
technically different shades of colors, and you'd create your own colors, but still.
Yeah. Well, when I do shit, like I mix it all together. Like I'll use colored pencils. I'll use.
So mixed media.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
I'll use paints. I'll use colored pencils. I'll use markers for certain parts. You know what I mean? I'll use nail polish because of
I got you.
because of the gloss glow and how it can look. But I mainly draw like shit from the 80s, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or comic
Right.
book
My thing
villains.
was looking at, like, I used to have a bunch of Uncanny X-Men comic books, so I'd just
That's a
study
huge
study
inspiration.
the line works and how they would, like, draw their hands. Hands for me were the hardest part. But then, like, if you, I don't know.
It still is for me.
But once you get it into a groove, you can create hands like no other. I used to have one of those wooden figures, like, and different anatomy books, how to draw different anatomy.
I have them.
Yeah, I forget the name of the guy.
I even have a doll. You see the one doll in the middle
Yeah,
of that?
mine was, like, this fucking high.
Oh, you had, like, a real one
Yeah.
to look at.
Yep.
That's cool. I always wanted to get into, like, sculpting, too, but it just looked like so much effort.
Sandstone is what I used to want to sculpt. That's
You mean stone sculpting?
No, sandstone. That's like the really soft. I think it's sandstone. Someone's
That's
watching
a
this.
rock.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a really porous, soft rock, but you can carve it easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned about that at a art gallery in Milheim.
Where they were teaching sculpting, or you just seen it?
The hippies of like Happy Valley up there would do little classes.
Hippies at Happy Valley.
Yeah, that's Aaronsburg, Milheim. Like you think. A lot of those people are like
I know where you're talking
liberal
about.
hippie types, you know what I mean? If you look at Milheim, you'd think that place belongs in like Maine or like Vermont or something.
I just don't know the people that are fucking there.
Yeah, but you'd go in there and they'd have different setups of different things you could do.
Really?
And I'm pretty sure it's sandstone. I could be wrong. If you're a sculptor, correct me. Soft, porous stone that you just sand and shave, yeah.
Like Kathy was talking. Kathy's getting into molding.
Well, the ex-wife does a lot of molding and stuff like that with her resins and stuff.
Yes, that's what she's getting into. Like what? Like
that's fun. I've never done it. I've just observed, but it seems pretty fun.
Yeah, and she's like learning it. She bought like these like skull molds, like starting out small. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure she's done some other shit. I mean,
then is she going to paint them and crap?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's her plan. You know what I mean? She has like all my paints right now because of all the colors and shit. There's actually probably some still over here, but a lot of brushes and like anatomy books and just like I said, I like to use a bunch of different mediums. So I just think it looks cooler, and I think that 80s, 90s comic book style is so cool to me.
That vibrant neon 80s kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
With really like hard edges and like hard lines and stuff.
I kind of add my like own touch to it. Like I'll see like a picture, right, and I'll try to duplicate it, but I'll duplicate it my way. Does that make sense?
I should start doing that again.
So it's not like I'm recreating that picture, but I'm duplicating it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if I have any of my.
I think the last one I did.
Stuff on here.
The last one I did was Orko. You know who that is?
Maybe.
From He-Man.
Okay, yeah.
The old He-Man fucking cartoon. Because he was a real simple character, you know what I mean? A robe, a fucking scarf, and his face he's like all black and shit, so it's nothing fucking like difficult.
Do you have any of your paintings in here?
No, I don't. I've never really tried to tackle a complete painting yet.
Never?
No.
What about drawings?
I got a bunch of drawings I did, sketches and shit, but they're not good, like, by any means.
Are you just being a hard critic on yourself?
I could be, but no, I don't really think they're that good, honestly.
You're probably just lying to yourself to be humble.
But like I do a lot of topographical shit, like that fantasy world.
Like you draw on your maps and stuff.
Yeah, I do a lot of maps. I do a lot of like backstory too, to like the pictures. You know what I mean? Like explains why this place.
Do you have any of them in here? Do you color them?
Sometimes, but no, they're not in here. They're all out in the living room. Because I do it like when I feel like doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to keep it close. You know.
But like you said to me, if you keep practicing it.
Yeah, but I'm not the one to take fucking art advice from. I'm probably not that good. I just enjoy it, and I respect good art and good artists. You know.
See, like I'm lame, unfinished painting.
That's dope. That's dope. Send it to me and I'll throw it up over here.
Look, I was just like...
That's dope. That's like some futuristic fucking bridge work and shit.
Well, I'm trying to find this one painting. Oh, yeah.
That's dope. That's fucking crazy.
Look,
Wait, there's a dude behind it.
Yes, his eye, he's morphing, then he's going into the void. Like the void, and like his essence is just seeping out from the socket because this eye's pulled out a little bit. But you see his normal eye in there, then the texture's shading on him.
That's wild. Could you send me those pictures?
Yeah, I'll do that, but
I'll just like put them up in here so you guys can see what I'm
I have to show you.
That's pretty good. I can't do that level, dude. That's no way that's happening. Like
what it was before that. Where's this damn picture at? I know I have it. But yeah, my thing is, like, I'll start a painting, then I'll get sick of it, so I'll create layers, and then go over it. Then
what do you mean by creating layers? You mean layers of color, layers of a different image? Like, what is that?
Like,
that's not you. Is that you?
Yeah, just like...
That is amazing, Frank.
You see the newspaper, I, like, kind of...
Through his head, dude?
But then I got bored and I was still trying to go
Was that like a mock-off of Biggie?
Yeah.
Of the...
Yep.
Send me that too. That is... you're fucking wasting your talent, man. You could sell that shit online.
Where the fuck is this one?
As long as you don't have sentimental attachment to it.
No,
but...
I don't. They're just paintings. Oh yeah, the one I showed you with the eye, that's what it looked like.
Okay, that looks like some Egyptian queen right there.
But you see, like, before I started going...
What does that style remind me of?
I don't know, it's just how I paint.
No, there's like a style.
But you see, the way you do the strokes and stuff. So by layers, that's where that came. Like, you start there, then you start pulling color upon layers and layers and shit.
Okay.
But
you're not joking, dude. You're a little bit of...
Oh,
whoa.
Yeah, so it was slowly evolving. It was, like, supposed to be, like, your third eye, but today's world, humans, your third eye is your money signs.
Yeah.
But you see how I just keep pulling and add more layers to make it pop?
You gotta send me that.
Then that painting evolved into the one where his essence was pulled out of him because I felt differently that day. Okay. And I brought that eye out more. Because once I started bringing that eye out, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna...
It's almost like you had to, I don't want to say ruin, but you had to get rid of that original image to start the last image that you had.
Yeah. Yeah, painting.
That's wild. That's really good, man. I'm not even close to that kind of stuff, dude. I'm not even...
I just do it, Kyle. Like...
Yeah, but you got an actual talent. I'm trying to force the talent.
Do I, though?
I think so. And if you don't think so, well, then you're either A, an idiot, or you're very self-critical.
I'm going with self-critical. I think I have a lot of paintings that I don't have on here, but... yeah. Obviously, when I was on
shit,
back in, like
you can't sit there and tell me you can't find. That's amazing. That's great artwork, dude.
He's like worshiping the pill.
Yeah, it's like abstract, but not.
Yeah, like with the texture in the background and shit. You know,
the color. That back there, I don't know what your intent is, but
look. Then I was practicing
hands.
Like, yeah.
But, like, you can just read so much into that. Like, that looks like kind of like the background of that little car mat that everyone had as a kid. Except it looks blue, like it's underwater. Like, there's so many ways to interpret that. Like, I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. And it might make it better not being.
That's how he started before I incorporated the rest.
That guy looks like an Inca warrior.
But that's the same guy holding the pill, you know what I mean? Because that's like a fourth recreation of that.
So it's almost like you have a whole series, but you put it all in one picture.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dude, you guys got to see this. They'll be up in this video as long as he remembers to send them to me.
Yeah.
Your photography work is fucking amazing.
That's just photography, though. You know what I mean?
Have you ever wanted to go back to like we were talking about the forts, right? Have you ever wanted to go back and look at what that area is now?
My area where we built, it's like a house now.
Really? So there's no chance of any...
No.
Because we found one of our old forts years ago. and it's not the same, but you can see how like it's not natural, like
Yeah.
because nature took over. You know what I mean? We had like moss for the roofs and everything, dude. You know what I mean?
Moss?
Yeah, we would get moss off the rocks at the creek, drag it down like in these 2 foot sheets, put them on top of these square structures. You know what I mean? Which are our buildings that we made, and it would grow. You know what I mean? It would be wet and it would spread, and it would be like a natural wall or a roof. You know, and if there was a thunderstorm, you could literally sit underneath it and be completely dry. You know, we had our own
How
camp.
much moss did you have on it?
At the start, we just had a couple, like little squares, but it grew so quick. You know what I mean? It just caught. We just like tame it. You know what I mean? Tame it down, and it would grow where we basically made it. That's the joys of being young. I guess like we had hours. You know what I mean? You got 6 like boys in like fucking 14 hours or longer. And we got knives. We would steal knives from our kitchens and shit.
What? Your mom didn't yell at you for stealing knives and
No,
stuff?
but I'm sure she was always wondering where the fucking kitchen knives went. And my dad was probably wondering where all his tools ended up, you know?
Oh, you even took tools like that.
Yeah, like anything, like mainly cutting shit, you know what I mean? Nothing like powered equipment or anything.
I'm gonna put this down soon, but I'm just gonna find one more image. Where the hell is it?
Better send them to me, dude. You gotta show that kind of talent off when you have that kind of talent.
No, you don't. I thought I had a picture of... Oh, yeah. See? Just
Wow.
collect photos and just stuff. Just like... You know?
That's wild. And they're all good.
Yeah.
Well, you may disagree, sir, but I think they're fucking... I think they're very impressive, personally.
And honestly, I didn't have time back in the day to do that, but like that was my therapy.
I was gonna
Maybe
say,
that's what I should re-tap
I
into.
was gonna say, did that soothe you? Did that make you feel like, oh...
And I always did it for me.
Yeah, that's what you fucking need to bring back. You probably don't have like a conduit or an isolator, something other than what you have to do. You know what I mean? It's something that you want to do, and you do it. That can change how people feel, I think.
Like, yes, creating art. It's good escapism.
I love it. I love it. I love seeing people that are... You'd be surprised how many people are not artistic at all.
You should see my notebooks of bars. You would laugh at them.
I wouldn't. I would...
They're more like spoken word, like...
I got fucking piles of poetry.
Yeah, I'd
and
say it's
rhymes.
more spoken word poetry, but in an abrasive sense where, like, if I structured it differently or knew how to make a cadence, I could create lovely bars out of it, but that's just not my thing. But I
love it.
I just like structuring and conveying words, just like I structure and convey paint on a canvas.
I can't do the paint part. I can do the word part.
Or structure and convey taste with ingredients and food. Like, to me, it's all applied the same. Like, it's the same process.
Well, so cooking is also a form of art to you.
Anthony Bourdain would like kill you for saying that.
But he can't because he killed himself.
Or did he?
Oh yeah. He's a part of that whole action.
Yeah. All it is about creative process, no matter anything.
I thought he was big. I thought he was big into saying cooking is art.
I feel like he would always.
Really? You thought he was the opposite?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the opposite.
I watched all his shit, dude. I was a big fan of Anthony Bourdain. Mainly the travel aspect and seeing new cultures. I thought that.
I don't think it was like art to him because many people say photography is not art.
I'd punch him in the fucking
And that's
lips.
how I feel today.
Probably because you haven't been doing it.
Or probably I could just take a shitty photograph, download it to my computer, open Photoshop, and go to the AI filter and type keynotes and tags of how I want my image to look.
A lot of artists are saying that nowadays. They're saying it's not dumbing down, but making
It's dumbing
real
down
art.
the creative process.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is. But is
it though?
Is it the same thing? I don't think it's the same thing.
But the average person that is taking this stuff in and looking at it would not say, "Oh, that's like AI." That's not all. That photograph's not AI created. But I'm the artist that's heavily invested in the medium could be like, well, yeah, that is. That's not a real place. That's not a real thing.
But what if okay, I get this. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. I don't think AI generated painting is art. I don't. I think it takes a human.
But someone could print that out.
Okay, now listen, because I think it takes a human to create art. But maybe if the AI created a picture, an original picture, and then a human painted the picture and their interpretation.
But is that then not cheating?
It wouldn't be because it's not a person.
Oh, because like as a painter or an illustrator, you are sampling You're sampling a source to come up.
You're always influenced.
Right.
The way you style yourself is based on who knows who you like growing up or what art you like. And
Annie Leibovitz and Gregory Crutzen and Ryan McGinley. Those are my three. And Diane Arbus.
Okay, see, now that's all Latin.
One Diane Arbus, black and white. Oh, Gregory Crutzen, super cinematic, hard setup lighting. Annie Leibovitz, just a fucking phenomenal portrait photographer. Ryan McGinley's like this raw film dude that went to New School, New York City, and just like does like this candid, raw, full of heavy emotion, but just a simple snapshot. But he times it and he captures it in the colors.
The moment.
Right.
Freezes time itself.
Yeah, and it's nothing you see normally, and he just can pull and draw. Like, he waits for the sky to be the right color or the lighting to hit correctly.
It seems like, at heart, you were meant to be a photographer, and for some reason just stopped photography.
Well, back in the day when I was doing, like, would get photography clients, mostly bands or rappers.
I think that's a different kind of fucking photography, though. I think
I love my landscape, but like photography, bands, and weddings and family portraits. But family portraits were mostly people within the radius of my nuclear circle. Because at the end of the day, you don't want like some Asian dude in Central PA photographing you when you can go to the stay-at-home photographer woman that is good with kids.
I disagree,
but that's how I perceived how others perceive photographers in the area, you know? That kind of killed it, and that's definitely a me thing. But
I would definitely take a Franklin over Beth sitting at her fucking house with her not knowing shit or having respect for the craft. I would take a million Franklins.
I know, but like what I'm saying in regards to that aspect, you can get Brad's mom, Crystal, that does all the photography. People would sooner go get her photographs than get like a creative process done by me.
Well, she might have like a more of a business setup. It might be easier for them to contact her than to you.
It was just as easy to contact me back in the day.
Was it?
Yeah, but she's a woman, and it's easier to go to a woman photographer. I mean, personally, if I needed photographs done and I didn't want to do them, and it was for my kids,
which you do quite
am I going to go to the dude, or am I going to go to the woman? I'm a bit sexist. I'm going to the woman.
You think so? I wouldn't. I'd go to
even if so dude could fucking capture a moment like no other. I don't know.
It comes down to two things. Price.
Oh, her prices are fucking cheap as fuck.
That's what you always lose out on pricing.
I lost out on pricing because like all my city friends and other people are like, why didn't you charge more for your prints or
you
charge
can't
more?
listen to them. That's not the area. You gotta sell in your area.
But like, I price mine based on the amount of processing, the time given my materials used. You know what I mean? And my knowledge of the
What you're
photo
doing.
game. Yeah. Whereas you get a stay-at-home mom, gets a camera, and can
Take a picture.
take a picture and turn and burn like 6 moms and other kids. It's like easier, and she'll do that in like what, a couple hours, and not really process her photos and just give them straight out of the camera and charge cheap. Like, why would I want to do that? Like, for me, it's a creative process.
I gotta use the bathroom. You want to end this here?
Yeah, you can pause that there.